This is Trains of Thought with Ian Curry. My lifelong model railway hobby has been a source of inspiration, challenge and, yes, occasionally frustration. I thought it was about time I shared some of the fun I've had, lessons I've learned and solutions I've discovered to age-old problems. I remember reading Winnie the Pooh stories to the boys long ago, and there's a story where Rabbit finally has enough and makes a plan to get Tigger unbounced. I must have told the story well because I can remember two pairs of eyes tearing up and asking, "Daddy, does that mean Tigger won't be Tigger anymore? Daddy, you see, without his bounce, Tigger would be just like everyone else." Well, the simple word picture of Tigger's shoulders slumped, walking away with a face longer than his tail, I can still remember all these years later. Tigger didn't stay debounced long. Of course not. That's not how children's stories end, is it? But what about us grown-ups? I love the train room, and I know how fortunate I am to have such a lovely space that's just for trains. But well, the other day I came in here to take a few pictures, and it was cold and I noticed even more dust than usual, and I decided, yeah, okay, enough, I'm not doing that. Trains are the thing that usually cheer me up, so that should have been a big alarm bell right there. When things change and we can't be who we were designed to be, it can affect us deeply, can't it? So something I really enjoyed, I wasn't interested in. I felt a little bit sad too. I knew that the trains should be cheering me up, but instead I really wasn't interested in them. Hilary made me some toast and hot chocolate, and I sat wondering, well, what's wrong? And long enough that the chocolate went cold. After I was tired and went to bed, I lay awake and I was thinking about things, but not really coming to any conclusions. Have you ever felt like that? I found that if I wallow too long in a sad place, things get really dark way too quickly. Recently I was feeling especially useless, but stay there too long and I get all gloomy like Eeyore. But these things can take time. Getting our bounce back sometimes isn't an instant fix. And in the meantime, it can feel pretty bad. But what can you do when you're just feeling blah? I have things I do, and here's a few of them. I write things down. I'm not great at it, but keeping a journal helps. Actually, looking at some of my notebooks, you can tell when times were good or bad. When I'm sad, it looks like a spider crawled across this page instead of a pen. But writing things down helps me. And I put ideas on paper and revisit them later. I write down how I'm feeling and the problems I'm facing and things I plan to do later. Some great solutions to all sorts of things come from these notes. Ask yourself questions, the what-if stuff, and even if you don't have answers now, those written questions can help you remember to think about things later. I tried to talk to someone. No, not in a gossipy way. None of that, oh, isn't it awful stuff. That just makes things worse. But talk to someone who will listen and be patient with you. Hilary, my wife, is a great listener. But others too, not just your partner. They might get fed up with you too. But actually, that's okay. I think. But try to think of something new. Don't keep replaying the past over and over and over. And if you don't know what to think, try working out how something works. Recently I tried to work out how a blast pipe on a steam engine works, for example. It's stupidly clever and really complicated at the same time. Be curious though, intentionally, and take an interest in something new. Recently I got a sewing machine and made some curtains. Now I have to work out how to fix a sewing machine. The future may be scary, but focusing on new things that are relatively easy to master may help. Intentionally notice good things. However small they are, the little good things add up in a hurry. But again, when you are feeling useless, those things can feel like, yeah, but you don't understand, I'm just useless, worthless. Well, one of the most important things we can do is to realize that people around us actually value us. The problem is most people aren't good at expressing that. Try it. Tell someone you value them and appreciate them. You will be amazed at the responses you get. And you never know, they may be closer than you think. Now, I hope you found this short video at least a little bit helpful. And if you have, take time to share it with someone, a friend perhaps, that may be really encouraged by watching it. Are you a good pair of ears to someone? Do you value people? How about you? Do you value you too? Sometimes just knowing you are not alone in the way you feel can help, can't it? And you never know, they may actually enjoy your rabbiting on about model trains or something. Oh, and I will get back to trains eventually, I promise. But until then, goodbye.